Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome back to the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. It's time for match number 41 between high-flying Sharjah and Ajman. Sharjah, of course, have qualified for the playoff stage of the D10. Ajman have been knocked out of the tournament, but would look to finish on a high note and get a victory over the home side. Live and exclusive from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. No time to lose. Let's head for the toss with Shoaib Ahmed.
Toss time for match number 41. It's going to be Sharjah taking on Ajman. I've got the two captains with me, and for Sharjah we've got Irfan Yusufzai. For Ajman we've got Ansh Tandon, and on to my extreme left is a match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. So the home side today is Sharjah. Irfan, you'll flip the coin. Go ahead. Tails is the call. Heads it is. Irfan, आप टॉस जीत गए हैं, क्या करना चाहेंगे?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। इंशाल्लाह हम सबसे पहले बैटिंग करना चाहते हैं और बस यही डिसाइड किया हमने, बैटिंग करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
शारजा अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रही है, कितना स्कोर करना चाहेंगे आप बैटिंग करते हुए पहली इनिंग्स में?
इंशाल्लाह हमारी कोशिश होगी कि हम 110 एंड 120 टारगेट दे दें और इंशाल्लाह हमारी बैटिंग बॉलिंग भी माशाल्लाह स्ट्रॉन्ग है। कोशिश होगी कि हम उसको फिर कवर करें।
टीम के बारे में कोई खबर है आपको कि क्या चेंजेस हैं?
टीम तो सेम है इंशाल्लाह, चेंजेस कोई नहीं है।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Ansh, they're batting first. What was your plan?
My plan was to bat first as well because we have been winning games batting first.
Not going your way, that decision, but overall the journey has been pretty good. Not being able to qualify, but you'll want to finish on a high.
Yeah, definitely. We did not start the tournament as we wanted to. Obviously, when you make a team, it's really hard to, gel so quickly. And I think we found our momentum going on towards the later part of the tournament. But we have been winning games now, and I think we would still like to finish the tournament on a high.
Now, what do you think is a good score or a safe score batting first? Because in that previous game, 138 looked like almost chaseable.
Yeah, I think we'll try and restrict them before 100, obviously, because that's the mentality which every team wants. But we don't mind even if it's 120 because we think we can chase that down.
Give us a good game. Also, give us your team news before you go.
Yeah, we just have one change. We have Zohair coming back in and we have Usman Khan going out.
All the best.
Thank you.
Right, so the news is that Sharjah have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. So news from the sideline is that Sharjah have won the toss and elected to bat first. So let's take a look at the the Sharjah batting lineup first. Alishan Sharafu, of course, the superstar. OS Ali Shah, Dania Liaquat, Halan Mohammed, the youngster. Ibrahim Masood, watch out for him, outstanding leg break bowler. Irfan Yusufzai, Khalid Shah, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, the high-flying fast bowler, is in the side today as well. Mudit Agarwal, the youngster, gets an opportunity. Noorullah Ayubi, UAE under-19 all-rounder, and Tahir Zaman, another young all-rounder in the fold for Sharjah. For Ajman, we have Aftab Javed, Ali Iqbal, who's been bowling really well, the left-arm seamer. Ansh Tandon leading the side. Isam Matiyurab, Harshit Said, Syed Nazir, Salman Shahid, the opening partner of Ansh Tandon. Shahrukh Amin, Shoaib Ali, Sohaib Khan and Zohair Iqbal is the new inclusion back into the side. And of course, joining me in the comm box for what should be an interesting encounter is Mohammad Rashid. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. It's going to be another interesting game, especially for Sharjah that want to win this game, go on and take that momentum into the knockouts tomorrow. Remember, they've already qualified for the knockouts. Ajman have not qualified, so they'll just want to make sure that they go on, win this game for pride. The two openers for Sharjah making their way to the middle, and this is a good inclusion. Alishan Sharafu, a UAE cap player, has been drafted into the side, and I think that's a good move by Sharjah.
Well, that's a big name signing if there ever was one in the UAE domestic scene, and he's already got a couple of player of the match performances under his belt in the D10. And Ansh Tandon mentioning the slow start that Ajman had to the tournament. He's absolutely spot on. They lost their first 4 games. The second half of the tournament has been pretty good for them, but by then the damage had well and truly been done.
Yeah, it's very important, especially in these shorter formats. So we'll talk about that. But before that, 103 runs in just 6 innings for Alishan Sharafu. Average of 17, a good strike rate, 180. His partner at the other end, his captain, Khalid Shah, 11 games, 157 runs. Again, the average on the lower side, but a very healthy strike rate of 193.
Terrific opening duo, and Harshit Seth, UAE under-19, left-arm spinner, 10 wickets in the tournament. Very reasonable economy rate considering he bowls in the power play overs. A bright prospect for the future, and he can bat as well. So they're only playing for pride, but pride can be a very important thing as well, Mohammad Rashid.
Oh, certainly, and I think they've, like you mentioned, got going in the latter part of the tournament, and they'll take that for the next upcoming tournaments. That's the field setup for Harshit Seth. Packed offside field, 2 fielders outside the 30-yard, a long off and a deep mid-wicket. Umpire Kamran calls it play, and play it is.
Flighty delivery and punch straight to the cover point fielder. Saeed Nazir does well, but you don't want to bowl that kind of delivery to Alishan Sharifu again.
He's very lucky there. Alishan has missed out, probably not expecting a low full toss of the very first delivery. Nonetheless, a dot ball.
Oh, was there an edge on that one? Got big on Alishan. I think it was a top edge ballooning up to the wicketkeeper. Hit him in the chest. Those are never easy, especially when the batter is looking for that pull shot. But a lucky escape for sure.
Yeah, that was a quick delivery and that extra bit of bounce. Yes, that did take the outside edge. That was a big edge. A lot of deviation on that delivery. Nothing much the wicketkeeper could have done. I think he's done well to get his body behind the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. It's slightly harsh to critique him there. Meanwhile, Khalid Shah, well, he'll certainly be looking to target the left-arm spinner here. Deep square leg, more towards mid-wicket and a wideish long on. Sohaib Khan out there. And they know about this man's reputation, and he's found his form in the last few match days for Sharjah as well. Oh, very cultured square drive coming in from Khalid Shah. And that was very nicely played.
Very unlike him. But it's always good to see a batter taking his time out there in the middle. Khalid Shah against Harshit Seth, it's going to be a good competition.
Yeah, that's what we're used to. That big heave towards fine leg or square. Just zipped it through. So far Harshit has done really well in this first power play over.
A good start for Ajman so far. The quick delivery, that one. More like a left arm seamer there. Taking it into the right hand, a left-hander.
Certainly gets drift in the air, Harshit. And there it is, clobbered over widest long on and into the Sachin Tendulkar stand for a big 6.
That's a brilliant way to get out of the mark, Khalid Shah. He's such a tremendous hitter of the ball. Once he times it, it's so pleasing to the eye. This was a fuller length delivery in the slot, and look at all that power. That was bludgeoned out of here.
That was absolutely nailed. Great shot indeed. Nothing that Harshit can do about that one. That is pure class from Khalid Shah. Starting his innings with a bang, and we can expect plenty more. Oh, this is high. Extra cover settling. It's a swirler, and no mistake made. So in the end, Harshit Seth gets his revenge and gets the big wicket.
I guess rewarded for some very good bowling. He'd been mixing it up really nicely, enticing him to go for that big shot, that swing in the air for Harshit Seth. I think that's what undid Khalid Shah on that occasion, and a very safe catch taken by Saeed Nazir at covers. That's a big wicket. Big blow to Sharjah early in the innings. Khalid Shah gone after scoring just 6 runs of 4 deliveries. First wicket down for Sharjah. It's 7 on the board.
So the incoming batter is the youngster, Halan Mohammed, getting an opportunity to bat in the top 3. Khalid Shah thrilled for a minute and then got out the next. It's going to be Saeed Nazir, right arm fast. All hustle and bustle. 6 wickets in the D10 so far. Pretty decent economy rate. Missed out on a few matches due to a niggle. But he's back and raring to go. Punchy drive from Alishan, but can't get it past the mid-off. Has looked a little off-kilter, a bit scratchy so far, Alishan.
That's the last wicket once again. Khalid Shah trying to go big across the line, gets the leading edge. Wasn't from the middle of the bat, but what a good catch that is from Saeed Nazir. That'll lift the spirits of Ajman, certainly, because that was a big wicket in the context of the game. Khalid Shah can change the game in a moment of, in a short moment, till the time he's out there.
Oh, he certainly can. Dangerous player. Sliced up and over. There is a deep point. So good field setting, Harshit said, my young friend. Need to keep your eye on the ball. That's a soft extra run conceded. And you don't want to concede runs to this man. If he finds his confidence, no cricket venue in the world is big enough to contain him.
Yeah, that can prove to be very, very costly. Would have been the new man on strike, but that just overran on that occasion, Harshit Seth, and allowed them to come back for the second run. Ali Shan, like you mentioned, once he's out there, once he's in his mojo, he can certainly tear apart any bowling attack in the world.
Well, you make a fair point about getting him back on strike in the power play as well. Oh, inside edge. A bit of in drift in the air for Saeed Nazir. Exciting young fast bowler. He's been relatively new on the domestic scene, maybe a year and a half, but he's impressed many.
Yeah, he's got a very smooth bowling action. Look at that. Very impressive and good follow through as well. He's like you mentioned, just new to the scene, but he's really already made his mark. And he realizes that Ali Shan probably just comes down on every delivery, so he's not trying to bowl those Yorkers, just back off length slightly, and has been able to contain Ali Shan Sharafu.
4 of 5 so far. Sedate start. Sharjah slow off the blocks. Down the leg side. Was looking to test the youngster with a short ball. Well, you did mention about very smooth and very elegant. He has fast bowling in his DNA. His older brother, Sameen Gul, outstanding fast bowler on the domestic scene for Pakistan. Has won the PSL in the past, has represented Pakistan under 19. Hasn't quite made the leap to international level just yet. He's been in a few squads, so that ability is already there.
So cricket in the family, and I think that's one of the reasons why he just looks so perfect in his bowling approach, in his bowling action as well. Brilliant bowler. One to watch out for. This is a good delivery once again. Slightly back of length, hitting the bat high, and Halan is off the mark with that single.
Technically sound is Halan Mohammed. Given a rare opportunity, they have so much firepower in their batting lineup. The likes of Khalid Shah, Ali Shan Sharafu, Luqman Faisal, Hamid Khan, Mohammad Irfan. The names go on and on and on. But Sharjah, they've not won the D10 for a while now. And playing at home, they lost the final last year. They want to go all the way this year. Well bowled again. An excellent fielding of his own bowling. This is a superb start for Ajman.
Another very good delivery. Not allowing any room to Ali Shan Sharafu. And to contain a batter of his stature, I think it does take some bowling. And Saeed Nazir has produced a brilliant over so far. Just 5 runs of his five deliveries. Just needs to make sure that he finishes off quietly here in the last ball of the power play over.
Will be interesting to see when they take the floating power play. Maybe they'll just hang on to it just yet. Drilled through extra cover. And nobody bothered moving because it's an Ali Shan Sharafu cover drive.
Touch too full there on that occasion from Saeed Nazir. Ali Shan not taking his usual leap, waiting for that one and nicely placing that between the two fielders. Pierced the gap brilliantly. He got an important 4 runs on the last delivery of the power play. 16 for 1 after 2.
So Harshit Seth to continue. Excellent first over. Picked up the prized wicket of Khalid Shah as well. No sign of power play. So the field is spread on the onside. Deep cover and long off on the offside as well. Oh, this is skewed in the air. But there's nobody at mid-wicket or square in the circle. And a lucky escape for Halan.
Yeah, remember we're done with the power play overs, so we won't have too many fielders inside the ring. Isamat Yurab, he'll feature in today's game as well. Brilliant leggy, but what a good delivery that was from Harshit. Produced a single, almost a wicket as well.
Yeah, gets that overspin on the ball, hence the extra bounce. That was Seema bowled into the pitch. So he's being smart here, being slightly defensive against Ali Shan. And that's the name of the game in D10. It's not about taking wickets, it's about maintaining your economy rate. And if you get wickets, that's a bonus.
Yeah, he started off really well. That first over was quiet. Given away 7 and picked up a wicket as well. Oh, that's a floaty delivery, low full toss. That's missed out by Alan. He always wanted to go for a single. Didn't have that approach, that intent to hit it for a big shot.
Lucky escape indeed for Harshit. Has bowled a few bad balls that weren't punished. He won't mind. It's tough living as a bowler in D10. And Alishan Sharifu will launch it. And launch it high, handsome and far. And out of here. 6.
Well, I'll tell you what, that wasn't from the middle of the bat. That was probably the toe end. And that's the power of Alishan Sharifu. Flighted delivery in the slot. And look at that. One down on one knee. Eyes on the ball. Beautifully done. Another one clobbered out of here. That calls for new balls, please.
Oh, yes, indeed. Mr. Mohammad Kashif, get out there. He makes it look so easy. But that is not the stuff of mere mortals by any means.
Who makes it look easy? Kashif with the balls?
No, Alishan. He also is pretty world class in that department. Tall lad, young umpire who's emerging on the scene. And he's quite a character, to say the least.
With his locks, yes. He's been in good form, Kashif Billah.
Well, we've been talking about cricketing DNA. His elder brother, Mr. Muhammad Asif, has been a veteran umpire as well. So, umpiring runs in the DNA as well. There you go. Short and wide and excellent fielding at backward point. Ali Iqbal almost created a chance there. A bit of hesitation between Halan and Alishan.
Well, Ali will be livid with himself. He's missed out on another boundary scoring opportunity that was short and wide outside off stump. Again, the toe end of the bat, but he'll manage to pick up a single.
Yeah, reasonable figures on the night. He'd dearly like to make it 2 for 17. Halan has just struggled to read Harshit's variations. This is perhaps going to be a flighted ball, not those ones darted in. And he's connected well. Is it well enough? Not quite. Good running catch by Sohaib Khan. And yes, it will be 2 for 17.
Right on cue there. Harshit said, get another wicket. And like you mentioned, that was a flighted delivery, enticing the batter to go for that big shot. Halan got the elevation, not the distance, and a good running catch there on the boundary rope. The fielding has been good. Second wicket down for Sharjah. It's 26 on the board. Halan Mohammed making his way back 3 or 4.
Well, a bold and positive move made by Sharjah, taking the floating power play after losing a wicket. Usually don't see that, but Khuzaima bin Tanveer is emerging out there in the middle. So you've got two lusty hitters at the crease.
Very interesting. I thought they would have waited another over, but they want to make sure that Alishan Sharifu takes that batting power play, which is why they have gone for that decision. And like you mentioned, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, he's no muck with the bat. He can hit them big as well.
Big strapping fast bowler from Faisalabad. I dare say we can call him a bowling all-rounder now with the way he's improved his batting over the last season or so. Saeed Nazir with the responsibility. Sliced and gone behind short third. Great start to the power play. 4.
Oh, you feel for the bowler sometimes. That wasn't a bad delivery. Alishan just making sure that he gets some bat on that, and that was flying away from the short third field, away from him. Ali Iqbal at that position. Did put in a dive, but it was always away from him. Important runs at the start of the over.
That's the special ability of Alishan. He can even put the good balls away for 4 or 6. Such a talented player, gifted player. But having talent, being gifted doesn't mean much if you can't convert and perform. Alishan Sharfu definitely does perform.
Yeah, more often than not, he's does provide a good start to the team. I like to see him converting those 20s and 30s into big scores. That's been one thing that he hasn't done well. Otherwise, he's a superb cricketer. He can bowl, he can bat, he can field as well. So he's a complete package.
Oh, absolutely. Been doing it for the UAE national team as well. Who can forget that match-winning 50 he made in the Decider versus Bangladesh recently? Was outstanding in the ILT20 season 3 as well, season 2 as well for Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. And he's just blossoming, and he's just 22 years of age. We see them day in, day out. We think, oh, they're experienced, they're veteran players, but he's just barely into his 20s. He's just a kid.
I've been seeing him since he was 12. So, yeah, it's been a long time. And, yes, does feel that he's grown, but he's matured as a batter. That innings that you talk about against Bangladesh, that was one of the most mature innings that we've seen in a very long time from a UAE batter. And it came at a time when they really needed it. He stepped up and what a knock, what a batter he proved himself to be.
Yeah, and it's not a coincidence that UAE doing so well in the last season or so in T20Is is because of his batting. Khalid Shah started with 6 but fell, trying to chase that one over long off, and a good catch taken at extra. Alishan Sharfu took command in the power play as per usual. Brilliant 6 off Harshit. Halan looking to repeat the dose, just holding out to long off. So it's been a slow start overall for Sharjah, but they have their key man in the middle, and as long as he remains, he will certainly up the ante when it's required. So a change of ball yet again. Wasn't happy with the conditions of this white leather, but we're good to go now. 30 for 2 after 3.1. Floating power play has started off well for Sharjah. Outside edge, this time to the left of that short third. Frustration for Syed Nazir.
It is a cruel game for the bowlers. 2-2 for Alishan. You say that when the batter middles the ball, but on that occasion, 2 outside edges. Nicely placed. Perfect for Sharjah and Alishan Sharfu. Back-to-back boundaries.
Well, is that deliberate or is that luck? Alishan will say it was very deliberate. No. We will say, well, maybe you're right. 24 of 12. So he's doing the bulk of the scoring for sure. Syed Nazir, is he going to change that length, maybe rein it in? Or is he still looking to execute that wide Yorker? Field has remained pretty much the same. Deep point and a deep square. Maybe test him with the short ball. Let's see if he's up for the challenge. Yes, there is a change in the field. The deep point coming in and the long on dropping deep. So he wants to bowl straighter. Let's see if he can get it right. Alishan has been bowled on a few occasions in this D10. A slow delivery. He read it like a book and slammed it over extra. 3 boundaries on the trot.
Now that was a much better shot from Alishan Sharfu, waiting for that one, anticipating that slower delivery, and made sure that he cleared the infield, not trying to overhit that. Nicely done. A couple of bounces. The third one as well, and into the boundary ropes.
So the pressure has well and truly been reversed here. Alishan Sharfu dictating terms, 28 of 13. He's finding his touch before finals day tomorrow. Can he be the man to win Sharjah a D title? Oh, that one maybe not rising as much as he expected. Maybe off pace as well. A good delivery.
Yeah, much needed dot ball there for Syed Nazir and Ajman. Remember, this batting power play started off with 3 boundaries, so they needed a dot ball. They probably needed a wicket as well. But this is the second best result they could have gotten.
I certainly did not rise as Alishan was expecting, and maybe it wasn't short enough for the pull in the first place. 38 for 2. Still lacking a bit here, Sharjah. They were eyeing that 120 sort of score, so they're a bit behind. Oh, just in front of cover point. Was slightly aerial. So this has been a good tussle between Syed Nazir and Alishan. Unfortunately, it will be coming to an end. That is the nature of D10.
Yeah, very short format, and you don't have much time to express yourself. But Syed Nazir, I think he's been brilliant, although he's been hit for 3 boundaries in this over. A couple of them Very unlucky for the bowler, but it has been a good competition. We want to see more of this. Saeed Nasir versus Alishan Sharafu.
Yeah, two young guns going head to head, butting heads. Ansh Tandon, he's been outstanding in this tournament. Really has blossomed opening the innings for Ajman. Very consistent. Oh, this is high. Mid-on backpedaling. This should be taken. And it will be. Sohaib Khan has a safe pair of hands. So Saeed Nazir in the end has the last laugh over Alishan.
That was a good delivery, and Alishan trying to force that shot. Didn't get it from the middle of the bat. But that's a very good catch. That went miles up in the air. Alishan Sharafu will be livid with himself. That challenge we talk about between the bowler and the batter. And at the end, he just needed one good delivery to get rid of Alishan Sharafu, who was in good touch. But look at that. That's a very safe catch. Nicely done at the end. Another Sharjah wicket falls. Alishan Sharafu gone after scoring 28 of 16 deliveries. 4 overs done. It's 38 for 3.
.38 for 3 then. Sam Matthew Rubb, the leggy, coming on to bowl outside the power play overs. Nurullah Ayubi will be at the non-strikers end. So far it's been excellent progress made by Ajman. 3 early wickets taken. Big turn on that one for Assam, but the line was off.
A good move by Ansh Tandon to introduce the leggy against the two new batters. Both of them haven't faced a delivery yet. So he can allow that leggy to just get his rhythm right. 5 wickets in 9 matches for Isam Mathurab.
Is this hit well enough? Of course it is. It's on the upper deck of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Massive strike from KBT.
He doesn't need much time to settle himself, does he? Khuzaimah bin Tanveer. That's the first delivery he's facing. It was in the slot, yes, but still had to be put away. And look at that. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Didn't look like he hit it too hard, but that was from the middle of the bat and went to the upper tier as well. Magnificent hitting.
Oh, there was a chance for a crowd catch there. Good comeback delivery. Slightly shorter, much wider. Keep it out of his hitting arc and you'll be safe. Relatively.
You might be safe. The length is very important because he's got a good reach. Khuzaimah bin Tanveer.
All along the carpet on that occasion. And I think Assam will be quite relieved to see him off strike. He is a very talented bowler. It's just the matter of consistently pitching the ball in the right areas.
Well, they say it's very difficult for leg spinners to be very consistent with their line and length. And that is the usual problem for the leggies. Nurullah Ayubi facing his first delivery.
Oh, that's a lovely delivery. Look at that flight and turn. He's one of the rare bowlers who've definitely got purchase of this track. Him and Ibrahim Masood of Sharjah.
Get a slip in, Ansh Tandon. 69 runs for Nurullah Ayubi in 7 games. The way he's turning the ball, I would want a slip. This is up in the air. Chance, opportunity, and dropped. It's Shahrukh Amin there at long on. That should have been taken. Would have been the first wicket for the leggy.
Oh dear me. Butterfingers should have been taken. Shahrukh in that hot spot of wideish long on. Was just dipping in front of him. But for a player of his caliber, that was certainly an easy catch. This one is shoveled and this time no mistake. Shahrukh Amin can release his frustration. But Khuzaimah bin Tanveer trying to force the issue is caught.
Another big wicket falls for Sharjah. Khuzaimah was looking in good touch. He hit a maximum. But on that occasion, trying to force that shot. Wasn't there to be hit. Or especially not off the back foot. And a very sharp catch by Shahrukh Amin. That ball was travelling. So he's redeemed himself with that catch. 4th wicket down. 4 delivery, 7 runs for Khuzaimah bin Tanveer. 5 wickets, 5 overs done. It's 47 for 4.
47 for the loss of 4. 5 overs done. Daniel Liaquat has arrived at the crease for Sharjah in a bit of bother. Ajman, early in the tournament, when they faced Sharjah, they came better thanks to Ali Akbal's brilliant spell. Shoaib Ali, the off-break bowler, 3 wickets to his name. The last couple of games he bowled quite well, the off-break bowler. He's up against Nurullah, using the feet in the air but also in the gap. What a hit, what a connection. They're still waiting for the confirmation. It's 1 bounce, 4 runs. So playing and attacking cricket, though they have lost 4 wickets. Nurullah Ayubi not afraid to come down the track. Reaching the ball and nicely managed towards the off stick channel. We've already seen Ajman boys. They have a knack of beating some big teams in this tournament. 52 on board. Shoaib Ali. Straight away to the business is Daniel Liaquat. The very first ball, he sends Shoaib Ali out of the park, and in comes Shoaib Ahmed in the com box.
Thank you, Mudassir. What a way to get off the mark, Daniel Liaquat. He goes big and goes the distance. Huge hit. Never easy to hit that first ball out of the park, but Daniel Liaquat makes it look very, very simple. Pressure on Shoaib Ali now. 11 runs in this over. It's just 3 balls bowled so far.
I like the way Ansh Tandon throughout this tournament utilizes his bowlers, especially Shoaib and Isam Matiur Rab bowling in tandem. Doesn't matter what kind of situation they are in. There's no change in the plan. Still looking for that ball is Shahrukh Amin and Aftab Javed. But a good tournament for men in purple, led by young captain. The youngsters got few wins under their belt. Ali Iqbal has been sensational, Shoaib.
Yes, quite a few good performances coming from Ajman. Ansh Tandon was in prolific form, and as you pointed out, Ali Iqbal bowled a few crucial overs. Defended a total in the last over of the game. 15 runs were needed in that over. Full toss in the gap. So yes, they've just managed to get some momentum in the later part of the innings.
The last time when these two sides met, it was Ajman who came out with flying colours against Sharjah. Making room and finds Javed with couple of bounces. It's a good over in progress for Sharjah. They always back Nurullah Ayubi, a very talented young right-hand batter. And it's good to see plenty of opportunities provided by Sharjah management, a wide trying to keep it away from Daniel Liaquat. So some changes in the batting order for Sharjah not going in their favour.
He has tried a few things, but Daniel Liaquat hasn't tried anything different. He's been able to hit the ball, time the ball, middle the ball, and he continues to do so. Ends the over with a 4.
18 runs coming around the wicket, width offered and goes over the point fielder. Brilliant placement, intentionally played in the air, and 4 runs to end the over number 665 for the loss of 4. So the repair work is going on. Nurullah and Daniel Isam bowled a very good over, got a wicket of Alishan Sharafu. But he'll be up against Daniel Liaquat, quite by reputation, by loud by performances. Daniel, doesn't matter whether the chips are down 3, 4 or 5, he'll play his natural game and attacking batter for Sharjah. Nicely bowled, keeping it away from Daniel.
Yeah, that was a big wicket of Alishan Sharafu that Issam was able to get, and that has put the brakes on the run scoring for Sharjah. But Daniel can change that. That's another chance, is it? It's high and it's taken. Shahrukh Amin completes the catch. Issam gets another wicket.
The combination nicely working for Ajman, Issam and Shahrukh Amin. Brilliantly bowled, inviting him to go big, leaning on that front foot but not able to get the distance. An excellent catch taken by Shahrukh Amin. Wicket number 2 for Issam Mathur Rab. Half of the side for Sharjah back in the hut. Nurul Ayubi managing just 8, 67 on board. Half of the side back in the hut. Mudit Agarwal comes into bat. Another youngster who got plenty of opportunities in this tournament, but just not able to get some runs for his side. All he needs to do is rotate the strike here. Oh, what a turn, what a delivery. He looks to be in control, Issam Mathur Rab.
He's grown in confidence, and with every game he's getting better. Issam bowling really well, flighting the ball and also getting some turn off the pitch. Mudit will manage to play that in the covers, but not getting any run on that occasion.
Bowling with limitations, Issam Mathur Rab. Just keeping it away, pulling his length back and got better of Nurul Ayubi. It's a good over in progress here. Oh, what an over. Just couple of runs, a wicket going down. 7 overs done. Issam, couple of wickets going for just 11 runs in his spell. 67 for the loss of 5. He's getting ready. The game changer previous night for Ajman. He defended 15, went for a couple of max on the very first couple of deliveries, then got better of Ghaffar. 67 for the loss of 5. Struggling Sharjah, but they have the service of Daniel Liaquat. Oh, wayward. That is the pressure Daniel Liaquat put on the bowler.
Another bowler for Ajman who's done well in the recent past, Ali Iqbal. But starts off with a wide delivery. Not expressed quick, but he's got those variations. Looking for a wicket here.
The plan for Ali Iqbal is, because he knows if he comes into Daniel Liaquat, he will take you out of the park, so he's trying to bowl towards the top stick channel. Back-to-back wide deliveries. As a captain, you need to back Ali Iqbal. Not express with the pace, but known for his variations and for his consistency. Not a good start in this spell for Ali Iqbal. But he'll be eyeing to get better of Daniel Liaquat.
Catches the call from outside off. He's pulled it straight to the long on fielder. And look at that stare and celebration. Ali Iqbal has taken out Daniel from the equation here.
A visible progress of Ali Iqbal in this tournament. The plan worked for Ali Iqbal, sticking to that off-stick line. Frustrated was Daniel Liaquat, fetching outside the off-stick, and look at that stare coming in from Ali Iqbal. He has that knack of picking those big wickets. So another wicket falls for Sharjah. 12 runs added by Daniel Liaquat, 69 on board. So another wicket. The kitty of Ali Iqbal. Got that big fish, Daniel Liaquat. And in comes another left-hand batter, Awais Ali. A width offered. What a start. Brilliant timing and placement of the mark in style.
A big gap between the long off and extra cover fielder. And he pierces that gap pretty nicely. Fine hit between the two fielders, and it goes all the way for 4 runs.
Now as a captain, Ansh Tandon needs to step up and make those slight adjustment in the field. They have that deep cover. Short third, point, and extra cover inside the 30-yard. Still sticking to that fifth stump. What a comeback. But Ajman, they are playing against the mighty Sharjah. They have already tasted victory the last time when they met Sharjah here.
Yes, they've beaten them once. They're looking to beat them again. And that's not going to be a pleasant sight for Sharjah going into the big semi-final tomorrow. You don't want to go into those knockout games with a loss to your name. Mudit Agarwal plays that through the inside edge of the bat. Good over this so far. Can he finish off well, Ali Iqbal?
Sure, also good to see. We always talk about Dubai giving an opportunity to the youngsters, and Ajman is also a kind of a side with a lot of youngsters. An average age of the player in this side is around 24, 25. Having a firm grip, smooth run up. Another wide. Still sticking to that fourth and fifth stump. No change in plan. He's getting furious, Ansh Tandon. Instead of that, he could have moved himself towards that cover region. Slight changes in the field that might help Ali Iqbal. So 3 wides, couple of singles, 1-4, and top of that, a wicket of Daniel Liaquat so far in this over. Couple of deliveries left. Can he get a boundary here, Awais? A big heave. Every player trying to performed, trying to make their presence felt in this tournament. And Ajman, the kind of a team where they don't have any big names apart from Ansh Tandon, who represented UAE, but Salman Shahidi got those runs, the likes of Sohaib Khan. But as of now, all focus will be on the bowlers. Can they keep Sharjah under 100? Nicely managed. With that single, a long over from Ali Iqbal comes to an end. 11 runs, a wicket to Ali Iqbal. 8 overs gone, 78 for the loss of 6.
Two more overs to go. 78 is what Sharjah have managed to get. And they've lost 6 wickets in the process. There's going to be a new bowler bowling the penultimate over. It's going to be Zohair Iqbal. Has bowled well in the series. 9 wickets to him. Economy also not all that bad because he bowls in the death overs of a 10-over game. Mudit looks to go big. It's in the air. And a simple catch at cow corner. Harshit completes the formalities and a wicket on the very first ball for Zohair Iqbal.
Rare sight. He'll be bowling just 1 over in this game, but straight away he strikes. A young boy, Mudit Agarwal, trying to go big. He finds the man, not a proper connection. And no mistake by Harshit Seth. Another wicket goes down, 78 for the loss of 7. Enters Yusuf Zai. Known for his bowling skills. All he needs to do is take a single and get Awais Ali back on strike. Off the mark, but not in a convincing way. It's really tough for someone like Zohair Iqbal, who is a premier fast bowler, but he has not been utilized full of his potential by Ansh Tandon.
It's a problem of plenty for Ajman and for Ansh. He has to rotate the bowlers that he has at his disposal, the resources that he has in terms of his bowling department. And I think overall he's done well as a captain. That's pulled away in the gap. 1 bounce and over the ropes for 4.
It's a much needed boundary from the blade of Awais Ali. Last few overs going in favour of Ajman, but what matters is how they're going to end this innings for Sharjah. Awais Ali holds the key now. A good connection. Waited on the back foot and manages to put in the gap. Slowly score moves to 83. Poor shot selection, but smart piece of bowling. Keeping it simple, wicket to wicket. He misses his line. Double strike for Zohair Iqbal.
Yeah, nicely bowled, full and on the stumps. Awais looking to lap that over fine leg, misses it completely. And another wicket falls. Zohair gets 2 in this over. Always out for 10 in 5 deliveries. It's 83 for 8.
So just couple of deliveries for Zohair Iqbal. Already he got couple of wickets. And walks in Tahir Zaman. Full toss in the air. Is there a chance for Harshit Seth? He is settling under Sharjah night sky and he drops. Couple of runs, but top of that, a poor effort from Harshit Seth.
Yes, you have to feel for Zohair. That was high. It should have been taken. Harshit is a good fielder. And you expect them to take these catches. Hard hands. And the ball popping out. A life for Tahir.
Tahir can bat. Dropped. When he just arrived in the middle. How many more they can add? Running hard, Harsh, and running hard is Tahir. Brilliant running, and I think he's short of his crease. He dropped the catch, but Harshit Seth took his own time, but quick release.
Well, this could be another wicket down for Sharjah. Another man down. They have just not been able to score runs. And this is a run out. The bat's still in the air while the bails are off the stumps. So it's going to be wicket number 9 in the form of a run out. Tahir will have to walk back. It's 85 for 9, and it seems like they're going to get all out, not even going to play the 10 overs.
Ibrahim Masood, last man for Sharjah, walks in. It will be Ali Iqbal who will bowl in that final over. Change of pace. Brilliantly done. It was a bit fuller, but not offering much pace is Ali Iqbal.
Yes, just played all over it. That's the run out of Tahir. Hit that one towards mid-wicket. Harshit throwing at the right end. Flat throw, one bounce, good throw. And game over for Tahir. 5 deliveries left in the innings. And he's clean bowled. Another wicket falls. Sharjah are bundled out for 86. And Ali Iqbal, he's a happy man, gets 2 in his spell. And the shutters are down for Sharjah. That's how the wicket fell. Irfan Yusufzai looking to go big, completely misses the line of the ball. And the fall of wickets is for everyone to see. 86 is all they could get. And 87 is going to be the target for Ajman to come out to bat in the second innings.
Not able to build a partnership. That has been the problem for Ajman. In fact, Sharjah in this innings, it was only Ali Shan who looked good with the bat, getting those 28 in quick time. likes of Khalid, Halan, Khuzaima and Nurullah and the likes of Daniel Liaquat not able to contribute much with the bat, and they had their own struggle. At the end, all they could manage is 86 before they bundle out in 9.2 overs. A clinical bowling performance from Ajman bowlers. Harshit Seth yet again among the wickets, couple of wickets to Seth. Was very economical, so was Isam Mathurab, going for just 11 runs, and Ali Iqbal continues to excel with the ball and impress everyone. Couple of wickets to young boy, and Zohir Iqbal showing his maturity also, bowling with lot of experience, getting couple of wickets. The tight bowling from Ajman, making sure to keep Sharjah under 90. It was Ali Shan and Khalid Shah who started off really well, getting after Harshit, but what a comeback by Harshit. He got better of Khalid. The early setback for Sharjah in the shape of Khalid Shah, and Ali Shan Sharfu. He looks to be in control, playing some glorious drives and big shots. But at the wrong time, Sharjah lost one more wicket, and Harshit Seth bowled quite well in the power play. Few boundaries coming from the blade of Alishan Sharafu, but he lost his wicket trying to force against Saeed Nazir, and then the problem started for Sharjah. The likes of Khuzaima, he was introduced early, but he also went back early, not able to contribute much. Nurul Ayubi, he looked in control, but they lost the plot. Back-to-back wickets going down, tempted the hopes of Sharjah to go beyond that 100. The spinners did a pretty good job, and Ali Iqbal, yet again, he has that knack of getting those big wickets, and Mudit trying to go big, trying to raise the tempo of the runs. He was taken in the deep by Harshit, and Zohir Iqbal, what an over, a brilliant over. He bowled just one over, got couple of wickets, and this was a brilliant clean pickup and rocket throw coming from Harshit Seth, and this was the final wicket going down. And Ali Iqbal, another good outing for young left arm fast bowler. So Ajman requires 87 runs to win this game in 10 overs at an asking rate of 8.7. So we'll dive into a short break and see you very soon. under the lights. Ajman, they need 87 to register another win in this tournament. Sharjah is in trouble. They have already lost to Ajman early in this tournament. History in making for Ajman boys. The Khalisha led team Sharjah, they were not able to go beyond that 100. Some disciplined bowling which led to keep Sharjah under 90. The likes of Ali Shan, who got a brilliant 28 but not getting much support from the top of the order, as well as nothing much to talk about the lower down order. 6 extras given away by Ajman bowlers. Couple of wickets for Harshit, Isam, Zohir Iqbal and Ali Iqbal. So it's match on for Ansh Tandon, and Ajman is having an excellent tournament with the bat. 257 runs, 52 best. But he needs to forget about these numbers. What matters are the runs tonight. And alongside him is Salman Shahid, another prolific top order batter. What a tournament this young boy is having. Wicketkeeper batter and strike rate of 180. Got almost 240 runs to his name. And everything is in place. The bowler also getting ready. And my partner in the comm box is also set to go. It's Mohammad Rashid. Good evening and welcome, Rashid.
Good evening, Mudassar. Good evening, viewers. Yeah, play is the call by umpire Kamran. First delivery, Tahir. Nicely bowled, back of length. Wants to go for a quick single, but wasn't there. Wisely denied by Salman at the other end. Good start here. Starts with a dot ball, but they need 87 runs. That's a good performance. First up by Ajman in the first innings. That was a good delivery. Short and surprising Ansh Tandon with that. Now with the bat in hand, Ajman and Ansh Tandon, they would want to start strong. He's been in fantastic touch. The captain leading from the front. He's played some very good knocks. I've been impressed with the way he's really played in this shorter format. Alongside him, Salman, very impressive as well.
Was rested in the previous game. Tahir Zaman. Change of pace. An early setback for Ajman. Khalid Shah is delighted. Brilliantly done. Oh, what a start for Sharjah. And Ajman, they have lost their captain Ansh Tandon without troubling the scorers.
One brilliant start for Sharjah, though. That was a slow delivery. Completely deceived Ansh Tandon. Just couldn't hold back and chips it in the air. Easy catch of Khalid Shah. Wasn't he delighted with that catch? Nothing on the board. They've lost their first wicket. Ansh Tandon couldn't do much today. He's checked out before he could check in. Second ball duck for him. 1 wicket down for Ajman in the very first over. A dreaded start here for Ajman. They've lost their captain in the very first over in the second delivery. New man in is Shoaib Khan. 12 matches, 11 innings, 190 runs. Healthy strike rate though, over 150. But what a start here for Tahir and Sharjah, picking up a wicket. Well, nicely played. It's in the gap as well, but there is a fielder placed on the boundary rope. Nurullah, I think, does well. First runs on the board for Ajman.
They have nothing to lose here for Ajman, playing for their pride, but for Sharjah, they got a good start. Change of pace, brilliantly done. This guy's Ansh Tandon got in 2 minds. The bowler is delighted, so is the captain Khalid Shah. The plan nicely worked for Khalid Shah and for Tahir Zaman. So Salman on strike for the first time. A top edge and flies over the wicket keeper. And runs for Salman and runs for Ajman.
Those are lucky runs. Wasn't a bad delivery by Tahir. Shorter length. Salman was ready for that kind of a delivery, but just can get a hold of that. Takes the top edge and almost went for a maximum. Oh, that's very close to the boundary rope. It's been given as a boundary for first boundary for Salman and Ajman.
I like the way he started, not in a convincing way, but that positive intent, that aggressive approach from Salman Shahid. For sure, he'll force the bowlers on the back foot. Wild swing, another change of pace, a bit animated. He's convinced, but not convinced is Kamran.
That's a very good delivery by Tahir. He's got a subtle change of pace. Completely deceived the batter there on that occasion. I think, yeah, that was clearly away from the bat. No sound as well. But for Salman Shahid, he needs to move his feet. Playing away from the body is not always a good sign for the batter.
Trying to put that pressure on umpire Tahir and young Mudit Agarwal. So just 5 runs so far. He needs to be very calculative. Salman played straight. Is he taken? It's Alishan Sharfu. Another wicket goes down. A brilliant take by young Sharafu.
That's a magnificent catch by Alishan Sharafu. Good delivery by Tahir once again. We have referred that to the TV umpire. But that ball was travelling. And look at Alishan Sharafu puts in the dive. It was dying in front of him. Oh, that's a magnificent catch. One of the best you'll see in a very long time. He was in the air when he took that catch. Diving in front of himself. Not very easy, those kind of catches. But I think he's done well there. Just have to make sure that he's got his fingers underneath the ball. That is the thing the TV umpire will be looking at. Goes into his hands there. And then the momentum of the ball just takes it. Does it touch the ground? That's the question.
I think your fingers needs to be under the ball, even if the ball touches the ground. What matter? Oh, excellent decision. A brilliant decision by the TV umpire, Alishan Sharfu. What a moment in this game. Both the openers, the run machines of Ajman. He needs to depart. It won't work. You just cannot argue here. Couple of wickets going down here. Salman Shahid just 4 runs, 5 on board. Ajman are in trouble.
We're still having a few words here. Salman Shahid is not ready to leave, but that was a clean catch at the end. Educated by the TV umpire. Another wicket down for Ajman, 5 for 2. New man in, Shahrukh Amin. Second wicket down for Ajman in the very first over. That's a dreadful start for them. Not the kind of start they would have wanted, but Sharjah, they'll be happy with the result after the first over. New bowler for Sharjah is Daniel Liaquat. Another very good all-rounder. 5 wickets in 11 matches for him. Economy just under 10. He'll be bowling to Soeb Khan at the other end. Nicely played. Straight to the fielder.
Still that required run rate is in control, though they have lost a couple of wickets. Now it depends on Soeb Khan, but thanks to Tahir Zaman and Alishan Sharafu. Oh, look at that take. Brilliantly done. Not afraid to dive in. The right time. Getting those Fingers under the ball, Alishan Sharfu. Driven hard. At the same time, full marks should be given to the production crew as well as to the TV umpire.
Yeah, brilliant work done by everybody, especially Alishan Sharfu to produce that kind of a catch first up. Good start for Daniel in this over. Calls of catch it, but it was over the bowler's and the fielder's head. Takes it for a boundary. Much needed here for Ajman.
Not an easy shot to execute, but well played. Leaning on that front foot, played inside out, an advantage. It's a power play. It's a boundary for Soeb Khan after a couple of dot deliveries.
Noran.
Slow off the block, is he in trouble? Needed a better throw from Awais. A low scoring thriller. We have seen in this tournament high scoring games going till the last ball as well as the low scoring games. But Sharjah, can they defend? 86 under the lights. They have already picked up a couple of wickets. The left and right hand combination. So for sure they'll be changing the field. It's a long off and deep mid wicket. Two fielders outside 30-yard circle.
Lovely, well bowled, yaar.
A quicker delivery, nicely bowled and equally well managed. The going has been good for Sharjah, Rashid.
Yeah, they've done really well. Good over this one. Just 5 runs coming off it.
Catch it!
Flick of the wrist. Not afraid to take Daniel Liaquat out of the park. And look at that wing coming from Shahrukh Amin. So some runs for Ajman in this over.
Slog sweep coming out from Shahrukh Amin. Nicely placed at the end. Remember, these are the power play overs, so he can afford to take a risk or two. Was the last delivery of the power play and majestically hit by Shahrukh Amin. 16 for 2 after 2.
"12 wickets in 12 matches. What a tournament for young Ibrahim Masood. Whenever the team is in trouble, he comes and provides those breakthroughs. But now, 2 wickets down, Ajman is on the back foot. How are they going to tackle this magician? Look for those googlies and sliders from Ibrahim Masood.
Catch it!
Straight away. In the air, Ibrahim Masood backpedaling and he takes it. What a wonderful catch. Poor shot selection from Soeb Khan. They are in trouble here. Wickets tumbling down here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Ibrahim Masood living up to his name. What a brilliant delivery to start with. Taking it away from the batter who went for that slog sweep, gets the top edge and then completes it with a brilliant catch off his own bowling. Not very easy when you're backtracking, but look at that. Eyes on the ball till the very last second and takes it very comfortably at the end. Trouble continues here for Ajman. Soeb Khan gone after scoring. Run the ball 6. Third wicket down, 16 on the board.
Poor shot selections from all the 3 batters. The last hope, the last pair who can get those 87. Aftab Javed and Shahrukh Amin. A slip in position. An attacking field setup given by Khalid Shah.
Yeah, very good bowling there by Ibrahim Masood. That was a very good delivery, taking it away from the right-hander. Nothing short at the end, but a very good catch taken by Masood.
This is what the pressure does. Another one on the back foot, nicely managed. No stopping. 4 runs off the mark with a boundary. Aftab.
Nicely done. Touch too short there from Ibrahim Masood. That will lift the spirits of Ajman. They would want to chase down the 87 runs and finish this tournament for themselves on a high. Slightly shorter length, but a very good connection there by Aftab. Nicely placed away from the fielder. Races away towards the boundary.
Played nicely. Back-to-back boundaries. An ordinary delivery. Flighted. And not afraid to play those big shots against Masood is Aftab Javed.
Trying to go for that googly. Doesn't get it right at the end. Too full. Straight as an arrow from Aftab. Back-to-back boundaries for him. And those are 2 very good shots.
Can he bowl a wrong one here?
Oh.
Nicely done. So mixed bag over in progress. A wicket, a dot, couple of boundaries. Still long way to go for Ajman.
Some very good bowling by Ibrahim Masood. One more delivery to go.
Catch it. Oh.
Wild swing. So 9 runs. But also he got a wicket of Soeb Khan. 3 overs done, 25 for the loss of 3. What a comeback for this fast bowler. He was rested the last couple of games. But an important spell continues for Tahir Zaman. Got a couple of wickets. Both the openers, Ansh Tandon and Salman Shahid, back in the hut, just going for 5 runs. A well spread field. Long off inside the 30-yard circle. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. There's backward point. A big heave. Running hard. Coming back for the second run is Amin.
Back up.
Still, I don't understand, Rashid, why they are trying to go big. All they need is 8-9 runs every over. Take your time. Pick one bowler. One good over, yes, you can achieve 87. You will be on the right track.
Yeah, that's what they need to do every over. Just wait for that one loose delivery and get a boundary and make sure that you achieve those 8-9 runs.
Absolutely, Rashid.
Yeah, 8-9 runs, that's what's required. 27 for 3 at the moment. How does Shahrukh Amin play from here onwards, Mudassir?
He needs to play his natural game, Rashid. And you're the part of Dubai in such kind of situations. What was the game plan for Dubai in your playing days when you started D series?
Well, Dubai is out of the tournament at the moment. It's Ajman versus Sharjah. Some very good batting here from Sharjah in the first game. I thought they did well after losing those wickets. Now Ajman needs to do a similar thing.
And this is a very good opportunity for someone like Shahrukh Amin to put a statement, to make a name for himself. Still under control, 8.78. Rolling his wrist. Just a single. They need to take those calculative risks. A poor throw. An additional run. No backup. Ibrahim Masood is the culprit.
Yeah, just trying to throw it back a little too hard there. Went over the keeper's head, and good game awareness there. They pick up a couple of runs. 2 more added to the total. 5 runs added in this over so far. 30 for 3, Ajman. They've lost 3 wickets, but they're still on track here.
Another change of pace. Well disguised, cunning, slower delivery. Wanted to pull, caught in 2 minds, stoppage. Agarwal makes no mistake.
A very good bowling this from Tahir Zaman. He's a thinking bowler, very intelligently bowled. Completely deceived Shahrukh and the wicketkeeper as well. Almost slipped there, Modit Agarwal. But at the end, he's done as well to grab onto that one. Another one bites the dust for Ajman Shahrukh Amin on this occasion. 8 of 4 for him. 4th wicket down, 30 on the board.
The player of the match from the previous encounter for Ajman, who got brilliant 50 and got couple of wickets, and today can he be the rescue ranger? He needs to get runs for his side. Harshit Seth against informed Zaman. Another brilliant delivery. That whisper of the ball going past Harshit Seth. Well directed bouncer. And what a delivery, Rashid, here. Look at that. The last minute, rolling his fingers. The batsman was in shock. But a good take by young Mudit Agarwal. Wrong-footed but recovered well in time. Wicket number 3 for Tahir Zaman. A match-winning spell from Tahir.
Yeah, he's been rewarded for some very good bowling, very sharp bowling. And some good wicket keeping as well behind the stumps by the youngster. Now, important last delivery of the over.
What a spell. Just going for 10 runs. Top of the 3 wickets for Tahir Zaman. He puts Sharjah back in control. Ajman 4 overs 30 for the loss of 4. For the loss of 4. The problem for Ajman has been they're not able to build a partnership. They need to be very smart against Ibrahim. Poor piece of batting here. Nowhere near the ball. That extra turn helping Aftab Javed. What a delivery.
Well, that was a beautiful delivery. Leg spinner's dream delivery, that one. Look at that. Pitching in line and then turning away from the right-hander.
Oi, yara.
Poor piece of fielding here. And top of that, ordinary piece of batting from Aftab Javed. Lucky escape. Ordinary stuff from Awais Ali. Someone needs to send a message to Aftab Javed. Oh, brilliant. What a connection. Leaving dangerous, but a calculative risk against Ibrahim Masood. A maximum for Seth.
Yeah, not a very good delivery. He was a little too straight on that occasion. Ibrahim trying to go for that wonder delivery. But Harshit said he's been in good touch. He's been in good form. Was the player of the game in the previous match as well. For his batting and today as well, starting off with the maximum.
The best part was he anticipated that googly and playing on the merit of the delivery. This is what Aftab Javed is missing. What a strike. That too against someone like Ibrahim Masood. Growing in confidence, Harshit said. Still 50 needed. They cannot afford to lose another wicket here, Ajman.
They're already 4 wickets down with just 37 on the board. Remember, they're chasing 87. So 50 more required in the last 5 after this. Harshit on 6 of 3. He holds the key, I feel, for Ajman. He's been in good form with the bat in hand. Needs to continue with his good form in this last game as well. Finish off on a high. Take the bragging rights against their neighbours.
Brave enough to take on Ibrahim Masood. Good contest between bat and ball. On the back foot. Very well managed. Are they going to come back for the second? Rightly sent back by Aftab Javed. A good pick up and release by Nurullah Yubi.
Intelligent batting this by Harshit after hitting a maximum. Just make sure that he plays it away from the fielder. Wanted to go for the second run, and that would have been a good choice as well. Aftab on strike. He's been living dangerously today.
Oh!
If I was the coach or the captain, for sure after the game, I'll tell him to have 20 laps of Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
He hasn't been picking up his shots right. One more delivery to go in the spell for Ibrahim.
Luckily, it was outside the off stump for Aftab Javed. But a good over for Ajman. Ibrahim Masood completes quota for the night, going for 18, a wicket to his name. Evenly poised, 5 overs done, 39 for the loss of 4.
So Dania Liaquat into his second over. 48 runs needed in 30 balls. Very doable equation if Ajman are willing to apply themselves. But some of the shot selection has been questionable, to say the least.
No run, no run, no run.
Trying to cut a straightish delivery. Aftab Javed has been slightly nervy at the crease. Was not able to read Ibrahim Masood out of the hand. Survived a dropped catch. But he is still at the crease and he's gotten off to a start. Can he make it count?
Catch it.
Oh, it's a half tracker and pummeled over cow corner and way back. That's the way he plays. And that was a lusty blow. Very painful 6 conceded there by Dania Liaquat. Holds that bat low on the handle and can elevate it with ease. Brilliant clean strike from Aftab.
Catch it.
Oh, flashed just over the backward point. Halan, excellent fielding. Didn't give up on the ball at all. Herring after it. And despite a poor batting performance from Sharjah, they're still battling hard. Even though there is nothing much at stake. They would like to finish off the group stage well. Been a poor over from Liaquat.
Catch it. Yeah.
Oh, what a catch! Reflex caught and bowled. And cool as you like. A major breakthrough coming in for Ajman. The danger man has been dismissed. Slightly freakish dismissal, but they certainly all do count. Brilliant take by Liaquat.
Well, Ajman in all sorts of trouble here. That was such an important wicket. Thick edge. In fact, it was hit straight to Daniel for a moment. He was surprised and startled by that, but he's done well to hold on to it. Aftab walks back. It's 22 of 15 for him. 47 for 5.
Well, now we're down to the lower order here for Ajman. Shoaib Ali certainly does pack a punch, but the situation demands cooler heads to prevail at the moment. It's not about whacking the ball to all parts. 40 needed of 25, 39, pardon me, is a very doable equation. Harshit Seth will hold the key now. In the end, Liaquat has bowled a tidy spell. 1 for 21 on the day, 49 for 5. So it's going to be Irfan Yusufzai coming on to bowl. Right arm medium fast. Full toss has been punched over extra. Harshit Seth is playing a thrilling cameo here. Poor delivery and deservedly sent to the fence. Really was a nothing ball. Hanging full toss, Shoaib.
Oh yes, had to clear his front leg and play that up and over. Does really well, Harshit Seth. He's in good form, fine touch. Got a 50 for Ajman and for himself in the previous game, and now all boils down boils down to this young man for Ajman.
Yeah, he has to be the one to make the difference, really. So Irfan Yusufzai needs to bounce back. And I've liked the way he's mixed attack with caution. It's not been like he's been biffing every single ball. He's playing a calculated knock here.
Yes, 33 needed of 22, so you don't have to actually just go all guns blazing. You can pace your innings. One odd boundary here and there, one good over, and they'll be right back into the game. They're not chasing a mammoth total.
Yeah, a lot of self-inflicted wounds coming in for Ajman. Very short delivery. And given as one for the over. Just telegraphed his intentions to come down the ground.
You don't need to do that. You can play and be the second fiddle for Harshit Seth. Give him the strike. That was a sharp delivery from Irfan.
Yeah, he just ambles in at the crease, but he can generate some pace. Catches you off guard. .33 needed of 21. Which way will this match swing? Slow delivery has been shoveled onto the onside. Well, he was once again looking to hit the ball hard, but maybe not connecting cleanly will work in the favor of Ajman.
Yes, all they want is a partnership here. They've lost 5 wickets. With Harshit Seth, he is the man who can win it for Ajman. Game hanging in the balance, I would say. This wicket could bring Sharjah to a very comfortable position in this game.
Yeah, it's make or break at the moment. Hitting from the crease. And straight to long off. Irfan Yusufzai does the trick. And could that be the end for the men in purple?
This could very well be the final nail in the coffin. Sliced it. Doesn't come from the middle of the bat. And a simple catch for Khalid Shah. Yusufzai gets an important wicket as Ajman lose their way in this run chase. 13 of 8 for Harshit Seth. It's 55 for 6.
Well, now we're into the tail for Ajman, and it's a very long one, unfortunately. Saeed Nazir, he can biff the ball, but could, possibly. That's going to be the tail for the remaining 3 overs here. 32 needed of 19. And Ajman have thrown it away truly with some very poor shots. Irfan Yusufzai, excellent over. Ho! Teeing off here. One bounce.
That did look like a golf swing from Saeed. Full extension, and he's off the mark with a 4. Intentions pretty clear. Very well done by Saeed.
What a brilliant hit to get off the mark. 28 now needed of 18 balls for Ajman. Well, floating power play. That was something that was remaining in their back pocket. And they're looking to unleash it with 6 wickets down. And it's going to be right arm very, very fast. Khuzaima bin Tanveer. Good luck against him.
Yes, express quick. Khuzaima, one of the quickest in the UAE. And Shoaib Ali will have to bat really well here to score runs from this over. 5 wickets. Economy is great. 9.25. Average of 22 is also good. So yes, Sharjah still the favourites to win this from here on.
Oh, absolutely. With his 2 overs, he will change the game. Starts off with the slow delivery in red well and punched over mid-off. Positive start to the power play.
In the slot, that's poor bowling. Poor start from Khuzaima. Shoaib has played that really well. It was in the slot, waited for it, and he plays it up and over mid-off. No intentions to hold that shot down. Very well done.
A very friendly delivery, back of the hander attempted and right in the slot. Shoaib Ali is a clean striker of the ball. Sometimes is in too much of a hurry to get going. That has been the symptom for Ajman this evening. 24 of 17. Cooler heads needs to prevail here. And they can get a famous victory and do a famous double over Sharjah in the D10. Deep square leg and a deep third in position for Khuzaima. Oh, onto the body. Nasty delivery. But he's managed to maneuver it towards fine leg for a quick single.
Yeah, I was expecting that. I was expecting Khuzaima to now bowl a short delivery and beat him by pace. He's managed to just nudge that for a single. They still need 23 runs. And they've got 16 balls to get there.
This will be interesting. One big burly fast bowler against another. There has never been any love lost. Oh, what a lovely punch off the back foot. There will be a run out here with the direct hit. Saeed Nazir, that was never a single. I wonder who even made the call there.
They were struggling. It was hit straight to the fielder at point. Halan, who's taken the shy at the stumps, doesn't hit, and that allows Saeed to get to the non-striking end.
It wasn't that awkward position, exactly square of the wicket. You're not sure whether it's a non-striker's call or the one facing. They got away with it, and you do expect confusion between tailenders.
And this should be the plan now. They should look for singles against Khuzaima. They've already got a boundary. That was the throw. Oh, that's a mean, nasty beamer. That should be a free hit, and more importantly, it will be a warning as well. That's not where you'd want to bowl, because that could have gotten really dangerous for Shoaib Ali.
And he crouched as well. Very, very lucky escape. His heart must be going at 300 beats per minute. He ducked into that one. Take a look here. Oh, dear me. Lucky indeed. When you're facing 145 plus thunderbolts coming straight at your face, many would blink and many would need the ambulance.
And that was really scary. Free hit now for Saeed to go big. Beautifully bowled, inch perfect Yorker. And Saeed had no chance.
Yeah, in the end, just a dot ball. But what a dramatic dot ball. Leg stump completely uprooted. That's what we've been waiting for from Khuzaima. Just been a bit of a mixed bag.
Now this time he gets the Yorker right. I think the plan earlier was also to bowl that Yorker. Missed his mark by a big margin. Also, I felt the ball just slipped out of his hand. This time he gets it absolutely on the money.
Saeed Nazir eyeing that square leg region. There is a deep mid wicket and a deep square. So is this the double bluff or is it going to be short? Length delivery just ballooning over extra. Ibrahim Masood will rein it in, but so far Saeed Nazir has looked the most accomplished batter of the 8 lads we've seen for Ajman.
Yeah, he's playing with some intent and he's not afraid to face Khuzaima in the sense that he's not afraid to play the shots that he wants to. Uppishly played with intent on that occasion, and he gets 2 more important runs. So that gap between the balls left and the runs required is narrowing in this over.
Another change in the field as the point drops to the fence. Mid wicket comes in, and there is a square leg out as well. Sliced away in straight to that deep point. So well bowled by Khuzaima. 17 needed of 12 balls for Ajman. Interesting move here from Khalid Shah. It's going to be left arm spin. Coming into the game, Awais Ali Shah. Very skillful bowler. Let's see if he can get it right. One clean connection and that runs and balls equation will completely change here, Shoaib.
Yes, that's right. Just one boundary here could just ease things off and will bring and instill that belief that they can chase it down. Such an important over this in the context of the game. The penultimate over. How many can Awais leave for Khuzaima, I think, who'll bowl the last over. So it's going to be interesting. Let's find out.
Takes it on the full and pumps it for 6. It's game in hand for Ajman now.
Yes, they'll want to finish things off in this over, not take it to the last. And that's a great way to start the over. Saeed playing a heroic innings here. One with the bat. He's known for his bowling, but he's going to contribute with the bat tonight for Ajman.
Oh, he does it again. It's a monster. Back-to-back maxis. And out of here.
Well, this is some really good batting under pressure from Saeed. Man of the moment for Ajman. He's brought Ajman right back into the driver's seat, and it looks like he's going to take them home.
That was absolutely walloped from the crease. Huge. Can he make it 3 in a row and finish the game? Nothing would delight a bowler more than winning a Player of the Match award with the bat.
Yeah, just not sure whether this was the right option to bring Aves into bowl in the penultimate over. Not sure what bowling options Khalid had.
5 needed of 10. Oh, that wind up. He wanted to send that ball back to Ajman. Confusion between the two. In the end, they eventually compromised on a single.
And the right thing to do. There was never a second. That would have been another wicket in the form of a run out. Good ball from Aves. Very brave of him to flight the ball in the air. Irfan had 1 over left. Khuzaima had 1 over left. So, not sure about this decision from Khalid Shah.
Yeah, definitely. Bowling a spinner at this stage plays into the hands of a tail-ender. They're always going to swing. And if they connect, it will travel. So, maybe strategic errors from Sharjah. Nicely bowled, and Shoaib Ali is almost at the striker's end.
Nicely flighted again. So just 3 needed of 7 balls now. Still some juice left in the game.
And that juice has been squeezed, because Syed Nazir had finished the game with 3 massive sixes. And Ajman do the double over Sharjah. Thanks to this young budding fast bowler with the bat. 6 number 400 of the tournament. And that smile is as wide as the sea. Look at that clean connection. And yes, starman indeed for Ajman. Fabulous. And a great victory. They win by 4 wickets. They made a meal of the run chase, but in the end, they get there with an over to spare. Well played, Ajman. And Sharjah have been rocked on the final day of the Emirates D10 group stage. A lower order rear guard action has taken them to the 2 points. Sharjah, well, a bad day at the office to say the least, with bat and ball. In terms of the Ajman batting, they got off to a very slow start. The entire top order falling in single digits. Aftab Javed with a useful 22 of 15. Harshit played well for 13 of 8. But Syed Nazir 27 of 10 with a stunning knock, to say the least. Well, just look at the fall of wickets there. They were 47 for 5, 55 for 6. By then, we thought the game was done. 3 wickets for Tahir Zaman. Very impressive. 1 wicket apiece for Danial Liaquat. Ibrahim Masood took a bit of tap today. Irfan Yusufzai only bowled 1 over. And why did he only bowl 1 over? That is a question that only Khalid Shah can answer. Khuzaima in the power play took a bit of tap as well. Well, it was entertainment through and through in the run chase. Tahir Zaman given the new ball and he was outstanding, picking up Ansh Tandon with a beautiful slow delivery. Salman Shahid, excellent catch by Ali Shan at mid-on. Sohaib Khan was looking good. Farooq Amin was looking good as well, but then Ibrahim Masood producing a major breakthrough. And that was when Ajman fell into the mire. 3 wickets lost. Aftab Javed survived a drop catch and then put on some useful runs and built a partnership with Farooq Amin, who got outwitted by a brilliant slower delivery. Harshit Said played some shots, got a big 6. Aftab Javed caught and bowled, stunning catch, and Harshit threw it away. And at that point, it was 55 for 6 in anybody's game. And then in came Mr. Syed Nazir. Bang! First ball over extra for 4. Then he drilled one. Shoaib Ali did mid-off for 4. And Syed Nazir then decided to heave towards the onside. And he heaved extremely effectively. 3 sixes in the final over of the game to finish it off. So there you have it then. Entertainment through and through. Sharjah bowled out for 86. And Ajman chased the score down with an over to spare thanks to Syed Nazir's fabulous cameo of 27 off 10. 2 wickets apiece for Zohair Iqbal, Isamat Yurab and Ali Iqbal for Ajman. And in terms of the Sharjah bowling, Tahir Zaman was outstanding, 3 for 10 in his 2 overs. 1 wicket for Yusuf Zai and 1 for the leggy Ibrahim Masood. But in the end, Ajman won comfortably by 4 wickets and 6 balls to spare. Right then, let's head downstairs. Mudassir Ali, over to you for the post-match.
Ajman ended their campaign in style. For the second time in this tournament, they defeated Sharjah and chasing in fact 87. It was not smooth sailing. Few hiccups, early wickets and pressure movement, but the lower down batter held their nerves to go across the line. Just the right time to introduce our guest who will be giving the player of the match award, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. Quite a few notable performances from this game. Especially this game is known for the bowlers, the way they bowl, the variations. Tahir Zaman bowled quite well, getting 3 wickets for Sharjah. He kept Sharjah under the hunt. And in the first innings, it was quite a few notable performances coming from the bowlers of Ajman as well. Ali Iqbal getting a couple of wickets. Harshit Seth was also among the wickets. Zohair Iqbal too got a couple of wickets, but it was one man who showed his class both with the ball and with the bat. Couple of wickets in the first innings and a crucial 27 unbeaten runs in just 10 balls. Player of the match goes to Syed Nazir. A true all-round performance at the right time. He rise to the occasion for Ajman. काफ़ी लंबा सफ़र लेकिन एक अच्छे नोट पे ख़त्म हुआ. क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र. और जिस तरह ये विकेट था, पहले हमने बॉलिंग किया था तो मुझे पता चल गया कि विकेट स्लो है. जितने भी तेज़ बॉल रहे तो इस विकेट पे बहुत मुश्किल था बॉलिंग. तो बॉलिंग अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा हुआ. जब मेरी बारी आया बैटिंग में तो मुझे ऐसा लगा था कि बिल्कुल बॉल फुटबॉल की तरह लग रहा था. तो हर बॉल पे मेरा शॉट लग रहा था.
नज़ीर, खास तौर से एक यंगस्टर्स के साथ खेल रहे हैं, काफ़ी जिम्मेदारी होती है क्योंकि प्लान्स में समझ नहीं आता, क्योंकि बाद वक्त आपको नया बॉल मिल रहा है, बाद वक्त पुराना बॉल मिल रहा है. तो अपने आप को कैसे आप अडेप्ट कर रहे थे?
जी, ये तो कप्तान की वो होता है. हम जिस टाइम पे हमारे ज़रूरत है कप्तान उसी टाइम पे हमें बॉलिंग देता है. अगर नया बॉल का ज़रूरत है तो हम नया भी बॉल भी कर सकते हैं, पुराने से भी कर सकते हैं, सेमी न्यू से भी कर सकते हैं. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ये तो है कि मतलब अच्छा हो रहा है सब कुछ.
3 लंबे लंबे ज़ोरदार छक्के, ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी. टेप बॉल भी खेला करते थे क्या पहले आप?
जी, टेप बॉल भी खेला था, लेकिन मेरा तो पहले से शुरू से मैं इनको बोल रहा था कि मैं मार सकता हूँ, बड़े हेड मार सकता हूँ. तो पहले ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहा था. एक मैच पे मैंने छक्का मारा तो उनके पता चले कि ये मार सकते हैं फास्ट बॉलर पे भी, स्पिनर पे भी. तो वही अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं छक्के बड़े बड़े मार सकता हूँ.
वेल डन, और उम्मीद करेंगे आने वाले सीजन में भी आप अच्छी तरीके से परफॉर्म करें.
थैंक यू, इंशाल्लाह.
So that was the player of the match, Syed Nazir, from this game. With that, we conclude the post-match presentation. But do join us because there is one more game lineup.